Good Thursday morning, everybody, from the First Defense Doppler 3 Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Austin Onnick. Thanks for joining me for the latest edition of News Channel 3's video weather blog, Weather Overtime, our online video event to be able to get you updated on what's going on with the weather across the Mid-South whenever you need to watch it. This is our morning edition, showing again from the News Channel 3 studios in downtown Memphis. Todd Demers was under the weather, slight pun intended on that. We're looking again at some quiet conditions in the Mid-South for this morning. Not really too much going on in the way of rain showers across the area. First Defense Doppler 3 radar is pretty clear at this time and looking to stay that way into the course of the rest of much of the morning, but then later on this afternoon, would not be surprised to see the potential of more showers and thunderstorms developing out here into Arkansas and eventually across the river into West Tennessee and northern Mississippi. Could be the potential of some severe weather out there again, so something to think about if you're going to be doing any outdoor activities, field trips, field day for local schools, celebrating the end of the school year, and of course graduation practice ceremonies, things like that going on. Remember, if you can see lightning or hear thunder, you are too close, need to get back indoors again, and again, watching out for the potential of stronger thunderstorms out there for later on this afternoon. Also something to talk about, and this is something that doesn't usually happen too often. We're seeing again the possibility of getting some tropical weather started up. Matter of fact, the National Hurricane Center is watching an area into the western Atlantic. It doesn't look like much right now, but what we're seeing at this point is again the potential of development getting higher over the next several days as this storm system begins to work its way a little bit farther to the northwest. Within about the next 48 hours, a medium or 50% chance of development. But as we go through the next 5 days into and through the holiday weekend, we could be looking at a 70% development of maybe some sort of subtropical or tropical cyclone as we go into the early portions of the weekend, which means that if you're going to be anywhere around excuse me, the area of Florida, back up to the southeastern United States coast around Georgia or the Carolinas, very unorganized at this point in time, but very warm and muggy and unstable conditions could begin to get this storm system a little bit more organized into the course of the next couple of days. It really just does not look like too much of anything right now on the satellite pictures. This is the GOES floater from just north of the Caribbean into the southwestern parts of the area off the United States coastline of the Atlantic Ocean. Now, this thing is going to be traveling into the course of the next few days and making its way very close to the area into and around Georgia and the Carolinas. So if you're going to be planning on traveling anywhere between, say, Savannah all the way up to around the Outer Banks of North Carolina, even if you're heading down to around Florida or up into around Chesapeake Bay, I would be watching this with a lot of interest. Now, this does not have any effect on the News Channel 3 viewing area, at least so far. The computer models so far, the current thinking is going to wander into the Carolinas or Georgia up into the Appalachians, probably bringing some pretty soaking rainfalls to this area. Whether or not it continues on that track going back to the northwest, kind of doubtful at this time, at least a little bit too difficult to say from some of these computer models here. One of them, as of right now, showing the storm system working its way up and through the area around the New England part of the country and then out into the Atlantic once again. So if this does become something, we will let you know about this. And if this does become, again, a threat to the Mid-South area, we'll let you know about that as well. But stay tuned for more on Investigation 91L into the course of the next few days. Currently looking at a lot of sun across the Mid-South, mixed in with a lot of sunshine and clouds out there, with the Cotton Exchange camera zoomed in over Tom Lee Park as Memphis in May gets ready to wrap up across much of the Mid-South. Kind of hazy out there. View from Memphis International Airport showing again some fairly quiet but hazy conditions out across the area with plenty of moisture. Things are very muggy and humid this morning. Wooddale High School showing that blue sky mixed with haze and clouds on early Thursday morning. A lot of cloud cover starting to mix in on the transmitter tower cam, aka the Champion Windows cam, looking back toward Whitten Road and Appling and back toward Germantown Parkway. Also across the area around Baptist DeSoto, I-55 and Goodman Road traffic moving along pretty nicely so far. And Germantown around the high school. City Hall cam showing plenty of sunshine, but more clouds on their way in from the south, and that's going to be overspreading the area. Germantown Parkway around St. Francis also looking very quiet. If you'd like to see any of these cameras, go to wreg.com/webcams. Looking down to the area in and around portions of Windeye Country Club, also seeing again some clouds and blue skies mixed together. Golfers out on the golf course from early this morning, and the view from the University of Mississippi, fairly quiet after graduation, and not not really too much on campus at this point, but blue skies mixed in with clouds from early on. Got, again, not much going on at this point where it comes to anything in the way of major storm systems increasing across the area, but we do have some disturbed weather across parts of the upper Midwest and into around the area close to around the upper Mississippi Valley. This is part of the storm system that caused a lot of the problems yesterday. The tornadoes into parts of Kansas and into around Oklahoma. That's going to be the same area we're going to be looking for the potential development of more showers and thunderstorms into today. Pretty good wide swath of possibly severe weather from the Nebraska plains down to the Rio Grande Valley, even into eastern Colorado. Could be some problems, but for us, showers and thunderstorms possible, but just not much of a major concern so far. Isolated activity, and the best possibility of anything looks like it's going to be developing into around eastern Arkansas and the extreme western tier counties of Tennessee, northwestern Mississippi, and that is for, again, later on today. By tomorrow morning, more chances of showers and thunderstorms through Friday and right on into Saturday morning. So expecting more of the same into the next few days. So if you have any plans for travel, outdoor conditions out there, garage sales, graduation events, things like that, you're going to need to think about moving those back indoors again into the course of the next few days as this threat of showers and thunderstorms continues across much of the Mid-South. We also have to throw in there the possibility of some severe weather where strong thunderstorms are going to be possible, mainly west of the river into today and Friday. Isolated showers and thunderstorms that could become strong, borderline severe, could be potential across the entire area throughout the weekend. So we'll be watching that with a lot of interest. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, again, rain in the green, showing the better possibility of rain continuing straight on in through Thursday, Friday, and into early Saturday. Chances of showers and thunderstorms. The thunder index here showing, again, the potential for more thunderstorms across the area, staying steady all the way into the next several days. So not much is going to be changing here anytime soon. Your 7-day forecast available at WREG.com, plus what to expect for today. Temperatures, again, rising pretty rapidly into the mid to upper 80s. If we get enough sunshine, some numbers could be pushing 90 degrees. We still have not hit 90 in the Mid-South area just yet, believe it or not. Winds continue out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, possibly gusting to around 5 to 15 miles per hour at times. So we'll be watching that again with a lot of interest in the course of the next several days. So if you have any plans for outdoors, going to be traveling, doing anything out there, please check us out at WREG.com/weather. Your 7-day forecast listed on here, forecasted from early this morning, showing again those highs in the mid to upper 80s through the weekend into the holiday on Monday, and chances of showers and thunderstorms greatest as we go from Friday into Saturday. From Sunday onwards, it looks like everything's going to be relatively isolated, but more importantly, still possible in the Mid-South as we get into the end of the weekend and into the early part of next week. So please keep it tuned for more on that. Threat of severe weather for, again, today, not really looking at a lot for us. There is going to be that marginal threat of severe weather in the dark green. Heaviest possibility of tornadic weather is going to be well back off to our west, parts of Kansas, from Topeka into around southern Nebraska, back out into western Kansas. Could be looking at a very elevated risk of tornadoes, so we could see some more powerful storms unleashed across the plains as we get into early this afternoon and this evening. Now, the threat for severe weather diminishes a little bit tomorrow into Friday. Still a marginal threat to our west. Less of a chance for us in the way of organized severe weather. That'll be from the Red River down to the Rio Grande and very close to the Delta area, down toward the Gulf Coast of Texas. That again for Friday. Chances of severe weather on Saturday, still that threat from around southern Iowa down to the Rio Grande and the Gulf of Mexico. Less of a threat, but still possible. And just to the west of the Mid-South, the light green area indicates the possibility of just thunderstorms, and that's what we'll be looking for again from Saturday into Sunday as we get into the course of the rest of the weekend. So if you have any plans for travel, that's something to watch out for there. Stay tuned for more information on the forecast. Great sunrise pictures out across the area, forecast updates on that area of disturbance in the Atlantic, and also your complete forecast and updates on the severe weather threat from CBS this morning, where Omar Villafranca reported from Abilene, Kansas, just west of Topeka. Some very active storms out that direction, plus a great article from past AMS President J. Marshall Shepard about becoming a meteorologist. Great opportunity to look at this for, again, kids who have an interest in becoming meteorologists, whether research, broadcast, military, anything like that. Good opportunity to learn more from him on Forbes magazine. Also check out more detailed information at twitter.com/aonic_WREG3 if you'd like to check out more about what's going on across the Mid-South. from around the area on my Twitter feed. And also don't forget to stay tuned for more information on my Instagram page. That's at aonic no_necessary WREG3 for more details there. Got a question, concern, comment, complaint? If you absolutely must, then send me an email at austin.onic@wreg.com, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on. And also, if there's something you'd like to see on here, we'd like to know about it. So if there's something we're not covering that you would like to see more of as a regular feature on this program, let us know, and we'll do our best to include that. But we can't do it unless you let us know about it. So psychic powers don't really work too well, especially without coffee early in the morning. So please tell us as to what it is you would like to see on here. Again, at austin.onic@wreg.com. Once again, things looking quiet across the Mid-South for the early morning hours. Nothing showing up on First Defense Doppler 3 radar yet, but into the rest of the day, could be looking at some more problems out across the area. We'll be monitoring that and also checking the weather for the rest of your forecast. We'll have Tim and Jim tonight on First at 4, all the way through News Channel 3 at 10. And depending on what happens tomorrow, it'll be either me or Todd Demers getting your forecast taken care of for Friday morning. Live and direct, depending on when you're watching this, I'm meteorologist Austin Onic from the First Defense Doppler 3 Weather Center at the News Channel 3 studios in downtown Memphis. Thanks for joining me for Thursday morning's edition of News Channel 3's exclusive video weather blog, Weather Overtime.